Okay, dear students, now we will move to the third subject, the third part of the lecture that we are going to discuss and to explain next week, inshallah. After discussing the elements, sorry, the definition of novel and what's meant by novel, what are the differences between the novel and other types of fiction? We will move to the main elements of novel. Uh, you have to discuss these elements, and before discussing these elements, you have to understand the meaning of these elements. For example, and I want you to search for these elements. First of all, we want to discuss the setting of novel. What is meant by this setting and what is the impact of this element on the novel itself, the atmosphere of the novel, the characters, the conflict and the types of conflict, because it is a central point. It is a central element. Why? Because the conflict gives us an idea about the theme, gives us an idea about the message that the author wants us to understand and to see from the novel he presented to us. Then the plot is also a very important element. Why? Because the plot, uh, let's say, is a series of events, or the sequence of the events are in any literary work. So if I don't understand the plot, if I don't understand the events of the literary work, so I will not understand anything. And the theme is also as important as the plot. Why? Because the theme reflects or shows the ideas, the motives, and the targets of the author in his work or in her work. So these are the most important elements of the novel. And I can't give you any type of novel before going through these elements. So you have to understand these elements, you have to define these elements, and after all, later on, we will apply these elements on the literary text or the novels or the modern American novels that we will take in this semester. That's it for the elements of the novel. Thank you for listening, and please try to search on the definition of novel and the main elements of novel. Salam alaikum.